that one guy right now who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything.
I'm smoking with that one, nephew. That joint go hard. I know y'all like that.
Hey, that was tough. That was tight.
Yeah, you know, I gotta get them joints up here. We got 17 people in here pulling up live right now, man. We got OG Allen here in the background. He getting his thing together, man. Take your time, OG. I know you got a lot of things going on, man. You good, OG?
Yeah, man. I had to switch cars, man, and long day, to say the least.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure, like, you know, what time, you a busy man, bro. So I gotta make sure we 7, 6, 7, 8, like what we doing.
Yeah.
So it's all good, man.
If you so we gonna start down.
You take your time, OG. Your mic messing up, man.
Okay. Give me about 20 minutes, G.
You good, man. Take your time. We got 21 people in the live right now. We got my little homie Mari in here right now, man. You know, the bear down, what's going on in the building. We got Mari in the building, my young gunner, my young guy, man. So I got a couple more things I got to do. But Mari, let them know who you are, big dog.
What's up, y'all? I'm Mari, man. Y'all see the MARRII_X. That's where I'm at TikTok. That's what I am on Instagram and on Twitter too, man. Follow me. I'm a Bears fan, Chicago born and raised, man. Just a guy that love to talk ball, man, and love this team like through and through, man.
You heard him. Yeah, Mari's in the building, but we're gonna get back to these beats and these introductions. We got 30 people in live right now. We're gonna talk about the stadium situation. OG want to talk about. We're gonna talk about the 90-man roster. You want to talk about whenever Mari want to talk about too. So we got somebody in the comment. Bearski fan, what's going on, bro? Bear the F down. Appreciate y'all putting up to YouTube. What's going on? What's going on down and live? He said, well, Corp, I want to see y'all make it. We're going to get to it. Just give me a couple more minutes, and we're going to start this shit off the right way. Let's go. Enjoy the track. Mari, what's going on with you, bro? How you been, man?
Man, I've been cool, man. You know, just came off my third time watching the Michael Jackson movie.
You watched it 3 times, man?
Yeah, I watched it 3 times in theaters, twice on bootleg, you know what I'm saying?
So that's 5.
Yeah, 5 in total, but, you know, I gave the Jackson family my money 3 times. You know, that's the best I could do, man.
You know, Mama Jackson, Kate Jackson need that money, man. She got to
Yeah,
help
you know, I gave my part. I gave my part, you know what I'm saying? For her,
right.
Janet, and Tito, my other favorite Jackson, and Michael.
Yeah, Tito, I love Tito, my other favorite Jackson, yeah. He was the pimp of the family, man. You know, he was the G of the brothers, man, for sure.
You know, man, that was a really good movie. That movie doesn't get an Oscar, man. I'm really upset.
Yeah, man, because, you were talking about it since it came out. I think you saw it the first day, but, me and my wife went out, man. We had a date night, so it was cool, man. So Joe Fart Jackson, the nephew, bro, he played Michael to the T. He sounded like him, moved like him, walked like him, talked like him. He had it all down pat, bro. You could tell he took it seriously. He acted like Michael as far as a perfectionist. We know MJ was a perfectionist, man. So his nephew took it seriously, man, and came out like if there was another person, like it's a thing going on Twitter or social media saying if Jafar Jackson, Mari, goes on tour as Michael Jackson, will you go see Jafar Jackson as Michael Jackson?
How much are the tickets? It depends on how much the tickets are.
The price is the price, Mari. What are we talking about?
Okay. What is he doing? Is he doing the bad tour? Is he doing like the bad tour? Like if he's touring bad, like I'm going to go see because you know what I'm saying.
Mari, funny. So why does it matter if he's doing the bad tour, Mari? What are you talking about?
Like if he's doing the bad tour, I would come in like all those songs. Like you got me. Dirty Diana, you know what I'm saying? You got Bad, Smooth Criminal. They're my jams, you know what I'm saying? I would come see that. But if you doing Jackson 5 stuff, man, I turn that off and check out, man.
I ain't doing no ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and all of that. But
even Off the Wall too. I think I'm good on Off the Wall. You know
what?
I got enough videos of Michael doing it. I don't want to see him do it. But Bad, that's my favorite Michael Jackson album. I will have to. This is the closest thing to me seeing.
Man, you say Bad is your favorite MJ album, man. You know what? You showing your age right now, man. You really showing.
Bad that's the best one.
No, well, you know what? I'm not gonna take nobody's fun away, but Off the Wall to me is his best one. You got Rock With You. What else you got? I Want to Rock With You. Want to be starting something, but damn, I forgot the other songs he had on there. But anyway, he had a bunch of damn songs. I'll go through
every song was a hit.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't miss on Off the Wall. He didn't miss on Thriller. Bad. I don't think he missed. You know what I'm saying? I think he started to miss on Dangerous, but I think Dangerous, you got some bangers on there too.
Dangerous is like selective taste.
Yeah, it's selective taste, man. So we got how many people? We got 41 people in the chat right now, man. We just vibing and talking and having a good time, man. Mari, so what's been going on as far as the tea leaves with the Chicago Bears, man? Because there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, man, that people are probably seeing, not seeing. So what have any tea leaves or anything you want to particularly talk about right now?
Well, for starters, you know what I'm saying? I sent it to you personally. I think about DJ Reader, like we adding another defensive tackle to like to the defensive tackle room and to the D-line and stuff like that. Adding another 32-year-old veteran, you know what I'm saying? Played in Detroit. I think his most recent stint was Houston. I think that's big for us. I think we're in the space right now that we're not going to sign any big name guys. We're not. I think I'm out on Cam Jordan. I'm out on like the Boses of the world. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna ride with the front four they got, but I think like some minor guys like a DJ Reader or even adding a Taylor Decker by the start of training camp and stuff like that. I think those are the last moves we make. I think everything else is this roster is pretty solid. It's solidified.
Yeah, I mean, what money do we really have? Like, if it's coming down to money to get Cam Jordan, I mean, do we have it? Is anybody we want to restructure? Is there anybody they want to cut? Like, it's things that they might not be comfortable doing right now to get a guy like that. Because he's a starter, man. He's been proven. So he want that starter money based off his level, based off his pedigree, based off on how he was playing. What, he had like 10 sacks last year?
Yeah, he had 10 sacks, and I think he had like 8 to 10 like tackle for losses. You know, my biggest thing is Cam Jordan, is he going to be the person to push you over the top? I stand in the camp of no. So it's no point in just wasting $15 to $20 million and stuff like that. I think you ride out with the guys you got. I don't want anybody to block anybody's development. Like only how I want us to add somebody is if we're adding somebody and then they're like blows everybody else out the water on the D line. If it's not that, I'm satisfied with the guys that we got.
Yeah, man, and I can't disagree with you, man. Like if it's not a guy that's going to take us over the top as far as a pass rush, and you know those guys are going to take you up over the top as far as a pass rush. Who are they even in the NFL right now, Marvin? And you may always make a good point, like pass rushes might be a tad bit overrated in this era of football. So go ahead and speak on that, man.
Yeah, I've said this to like you personally, like numerous of times, even on here a couple times. Think about the sack leaders, the head honchos at the edge rusher position. You think about Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt. You could throw Micah Parsons in there, Max Crosby, Aiden Hutchinson, those guys. You know what I'm saying? And how many championships have they competed for within the last like 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
None of those guys have slipped anywhere near close to a championship. But you see guys like Boy Mafe, NFL champion. You know what I'm saying? I can't even, like, this is me speaking like on the record candidly. I can't remember a Kansas City Chief edge rusher that was like so profound that I had to remember his name. You know what I'm saying? You don't need those type of guys to win championships now. Championships are won from having the overall most complete team. You don't have to have like a Lawrence Taylor right there, or you know what I'm saying, anybody else picking your litter of your favorite edge rusher of all time. You don't need that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Team football games are won by football teams now. In like the star era, as far as like defenders, I feel like it's something in the past now. I think teams are more so worried about building a complete team from front seven, back four. You know what I'm saying? I'm not overpaying for edge rushers anymore. Not in this era.
Man, I feel you, man. And we got Bearski filming here. He said the Eagles sent us a 4th-round pick for Robert Quinn and got nothing from him. But it was worth it. You can't have enough DNs, and when you're trying to make the run, and you need them all. Rams did it with Von Miller. And he says, I don't think we're in that position yet, though, but at some point we will be. And he says, for example, Chris Jones. They have one, definitely Chris Jones for KC. Sorry, man, I don't mean to spam your chat. No, you good, Bearski fan, man. You make great visuals, man. Everybody know who you are, especially on YouTube, bro. Twitter, TikTok, man. Your videos are blowing up, man. It's good to have you on the follow. You're following me right now on YouTube and TikTok. So, man, whenever you want to come in here and talk ball with us, me, Maury, Alan, CJ Shot, you know, you're more than welcome, man. But, you know, it's not that many guys that make a difference on the defensive line that's like uberly talented. That our last person I might have seen that was like an Aaron Donald type of guy. You know what I mean? A Chris Jones type of guy. So it's rare, but it's possible. And do we have that on our team right now? No, not at all. We don't have that guy right now. We just don't have him right now. We don't have him.
No, not at all. We don't have like I think we have a bunch of like dudes, like we have a bunch of dudes on our team.
Some bunch of dudes, right?
We got a bunch of dudes.
We got some Jags. We got some Jags.
They're not bad dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? They're better than dudes that we had right there before. But, you know, they're not top of line dudes. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, oh my God, like this dude right here. We have a bunch of guys that just want to do their job. And again, Montez Sweat is the 14th highest paid edge rusher. He was the 14th rated edge rusher in Pro Football Focus and every other metric. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of guys that just do their job, and I'm satisfied with that. And I'm really putting the onus on the secondary and this linebacker group to really be the difference. I feel like our linebacker group this year is going to be like so lights out, man. I feel like we're going to be one of the best tackling teams. I feel like we're going to lead the league in pass breakups. Hell, I'll go as far as to say that I'll bet my bottom dollar on this. We're going to be a top 5 unit in regards to third down percentage on defense. I think we're going to really stop people on third down. I think we're going to finally get those third down stops this year. I'm willing to hang my hat on that.
Yeah, man, and that's a good one to hang it on, man, because, you know, we got Shamar Turner coming back. We got motivated Dio coming back. He should be healthy. You know what I'm saying? You got Austin Booker, who's looking like he's going to be a guy that's going to be more than capable with the offseason that he's having, especially when it comes to his training. So when you think about the defensive line, it looked like it could be better going forward. Hey, but Bearski Film, bro, just go ahead and check your messenger, bro, on TikTok, man. You will see the link. If you want to come up and talk ball with us, man, you can just check the link. See the link that I sent you. So, yeah, the D line, bro, it's some guys, but I think Maury is at this point to where I think the DNA of your team, you just become who you are. Like at first, we don't want to be a hero ball type of team, right? And I think we will evolve. But I think that when you got teams that are built not necessarily on necessarily super uber talent, you just build your team off of guys of teamwork and getting it all done. You know what I mean? Like it's
the
okay.
Power of friendship.
It's okay not to have a superstar name, but if you got 4 guys, 7 guys that all work together, you get the same results. You get the same job done. You know.
A bunch of dudes with a bunch of chemistry, the power of friendship. That is how we're going to play defense. We're going to all work together.
We're going to work together. We didn't get the Trey Hendrickson. We didn't get the Max Crosby. We didn't get the Dexter Lawrence. We got Montez Sweat. We got Dio. We got Grady Jerry. You know what I'm saying? We got Shamar Turner, who look like they're going to be putting him at defensive end. He played defensive end in college. You got a high motor. It's just like Ben Johnson said, Maury. Like guys are just going to have to be better than like the coach better on defense. It is what it is. You know, William Perry's not walking through that door. Richard Dent is not walking through that door.
He's not.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Mike Singletary is not walking through that door. That's basically what, Ben is putting the message out there on defense, bro. It's like we're gonna have to just depend on us. Guys gonna have to step up, Mark. You know.
Yeah, I think even DeAndre Swift said it after one of those games. I think it was after the Cowboys game. He told the team when they was breaking down the huddle, he said, hey, we all we got, we all we need. And I feel like I know that Ben Johnson said stuff from last year isn't carrying over to this year, but come on, we all know, call a spade a spade. We know when BS is BS. Some things that you built into your team, your DNA, that's going to be with you for as long as you're coaching there until the wheels fall off. And I feel like the people and the players in that organization, they feel as if it's like I get this sense of like belief in each other, and no matter who's next to me, this next man up mentality, similar to Detroit. But it's like exemplified in here. It's like the guys actually really believe that, like, you know what I'm saying? For better or worse, that like, this is my teammate. These are guys. We're a good team, and it's refreshing to see that as a Bears fan, because I remember after 2018 we went 12-4. And then 2019 I had to say, oh man, we're gonna build on top of that. Those guys and Matt Nagy, Mitch, everybody, they did not believe that they were a good team, and they played like it. I think yeah, man. But this team, it just feels different coming into August and September.
I just like the camaraderie, man. I think that, when people are that used to seeing teams built a certain way as far as big names, this is the first time we've seen continuity work. This is the first time we've seen development coaching work, from the offensive line to the defensive line coach to the offensive coordinator. It's like there's multiple ways to win. Like, we got to get out of the way of our own way of just thinking the names that's going to come and save us. Ben Johnson is going to save us, man. Caleb is going to save us. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Poles and his team is going to save us, and Dennis Allen. So I think Chicago Bears fans got to get used to the way things are going right now as far as the defensive side of the ball and what that identity is, because the identity on the defensive side of the ball looks like it's going to be speed, like it's going to be quickness. It's like it's going to be guys running to the ball, being ball hawks. So just
tackling.
Tackling. So just speak on the defensive identity that you've seen thus far after getting rid of the Jaquan Brisker, let him walk, letting Tremaine walk, letting Bayer walk, whatever. So just what is the identity and what do those guys mean when they left the team based off the guys that we brought in?
I think so much. Okay, I do this comparison with us Bears fans and like what we have now. I feel like Bears fans are used to our defense being like a really heavyweight boxer, and like we're sacking the quarterback, we hitting you hard and stuff like that. But we're more so of a Floyd Mayweather now. We're like a lightweight, like what was Floyd, like a featherweight and stuff like that. We're that.
He was a lightweight, man. He was a little dude. Yeah,
we're more so like, hey, we're not big and strong enough. We might not knock you out. We might not have the guys to like knock you out, but we can throw a lot of body punches and we play really good defense. Prime example is that we got a lot of guys that are highly rated and highly touted tackler, highly athletic. We got a lot of guys that can cover, and they can play zone coverage. They can play in a man coverage and stuff like that. No, do we have a guy on defense that, like, honest to God, that if he was lined up against my left tackle, if Montez Sweat was lined up against Braxton Jones, so I'm like, put him on any other team, would I be afraid of that? No. But
right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a guy on my team. You know what I'm saying? And we have the secondary now and the linebacker group to where we don't need Montez Sweat to strike fear in anybody. We just need Montez Sweat to do his job. It's to get a little bit of pressure. If get a little bit of run stop, get a tackle for a loss, chase down dudes in the backfield. You don't got to do that at a high clip. I'm not asking Montez Sweat to give us 20 sacks a game. I'm not asking him that. Give me a solid 8 to 10. I'm fine. And I feel like that's the identity that we have now, though. It's that we're just speed, we're athletic, we can cover, and we're going to smother you to death and play really smart and really efficient defense versus just having a dude like Julius Peppers back there, man, tearing your left tackle.
Right. Because people like to get on Montez Sweat, but he's exactly where he's at as far as what we paid him. He's middle of the pack. He's probably 15th ranked edge rusher. He's getting 15th ranked, payday or whatever the case. He's exactly what he's getting paid as. He's not a number 2. He's not that uber elite defensive end edge rusher. He's exactly where he needs to be right now. He's getting paid as such. I'm one of the people, I don't understand why people give Montez Sweat so much flack. Like, what do you want him to do more than what he's already been his entire career? Like, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to be? Like, he's not going to change overnight and just become this freak of nature. He's not going to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he as that Arizona Cardinals coach once said, they are who we thought they were.
They are who they thought we are. He is who we thought he is. He is
like
that.
I'm not expecting Montez Sweat to be a game record, game changer, superstar, anything like that, because he wasn't that even when he was in Washington.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to do when we first traded for Montez Sweat. And like, people don't realize this. Before we got Montez Sweat, and people are complaining about the edge rushers now. Before we got Montez Sweat, Jaquan Brisker was our team leading sack leader. And
that was crazy. And he was a safety. Crazy.
So at least we got to do now that, hey, I can at least, get back there, scare him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is why also we're not going to spend like top dollar. At least I think anytime like the next 2 to 3 years on like an edge rusher, and we're probably are going to draft like say later in the first round or like second round picks for edge rusher, is because we have to pay a quarterback $60 to $70 million in like a year, 2 years.
Right. Talk about it.
If I got to pay my quarterback 20% of the cap, I can't pay you 15% of the cap just because you play on the other side of the ball and because you get sacks. Because I can draft a whole bunch of dudes, like 3-4 dudes for the next 2-3 years. They can do equal up to you. They not individually, they can't compare to you, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
But they can equal up to you, like all together collectively, with the power of friendship that we're running on defense. Man. I'm not paying for a Michael Parsons. Man. I'm not paying for a Michael Crowder.
I mean, you make a good point though, man. Your quarterback is getting ready to come up on an extension. They've been talking about paying Caleb. Ryan Poles talked about it. They're working on something right now, and I'm pretty sure like that's true, man. Like Caleb is, especially if he balls out this year, bro. He's going to be looking for about 70 million, 65 million. 200 million guaranteed. So us getting probably a elite edge rusher in free agency is not going to happen in Chicago. Like we're going to have $137 million in cap space next season. But that money is probably going to get spent on certain players, man. You got but you got Caleb that's definitely getting paid. You got to start him up. Then you got then Ryan
Darnell Wright.
Darnell Wright's going to get his money once the season starts. So you got Darnell, you got Caleb. You potentially have maybe they give Tony an extension. You know what I'm saying? They might be starting talking about paying your boy Colston Loveland after this season. Like he might start getting talked to get paid. So the money's going to get ate up quick, man. So to your point, I don't see us getting no edge rusher in free agency where we're just going to get this magic eraser of an edge rusher. We're going to have to just draft and develop guys on that front line, on that defensive line.
Yeah, and not to mention, guy, if Austin Booker, because he's the biggest wild card in all of this, because I'm talking all this stuff now about Montez Sweat. The reason why I'm not touching on Austin Booker is because genuinely, we don't know. We have not seen him play all 17 games starting in NFL.
Right.
And off the track record of like from week 15 on, you finished with 4.5 sacks and 10 QB hits and stuff like that. You're a prime candidate to be a breakout star. So, and this is I believe Austin Booker was drafted the same year as Caleb Williams, so his contract is coming up too. If he balls out this season, if he gets like a 15, 16 sack season, look out. Now it's money talk time. Now it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I might be the guy that everybody wanted in free agency. I might be the Max Crosby that you didn't have to pay two first-round picks for. Then that conversation becomes a lot more interesting. That's why I feel like the team is comfortable with the guys that we have now, because we don't know. We haven't seen all these guys healthy and playing at all. You know what I'm saying? Let's ride out with the guys, man. I want them to see it.
Yeah, I'm with you on everything you said, man. You made great points, man. I think we're going to have to ride out with the team. We don't really have a choice to not to at this point. I just think that the team is who the team is, man, especially on defense, man. We got a bunch of guys. We got the Coward friendship. We got motivated Dio, motivated Tyreek Stevenson. You know, we got some rookies that's going to come in here and play, man. We got some rookies that's going to come in here and probably contribute, man. So with that being said, let's go on to the next part of this before OG pops back in here. What rookies, because we got rookie minicamp coming up on May 8th, you know what I'm saying, and the 9th. So, you know, what rookies are you expected to make a splash in training camp, preseason, regular season, since we in here?
I believe Malik Muhammad at least by I'm going to, y'all check me, y'all remember this. Those who are watching, hold me to this. By week 4, I believe Malik Muhammad will be starting next to Jalen Johnson. I believe he is that good. I believe he's that physical of a corner. I believe he's that good at man coverage. And I believe he's that good of a tackler. Other than that, I believe Keyshawn Elliott. You know what I'm saying? I believe Keyshawn Elliott is going to try to work his way into like that linebacker rotation. Outside of Devin Bush and TJ Edwards, do you really trust DeMarco Jackson?
Yeah, you have to. You paid him.
So
you paid him.
You got to. But
you got to.
Yeah, that's the competition that I see right there. If Keyshawn Elliott has that high motor that he had in college and stuff like that, and he can like digest, I believe he can compete for snaps. Do I believe he's going to start over DeMarco Jackson? Probably not at all. But I can see him like entering the rotation. Other than that, Xavier Thomas, I think it'll be interesting to see him in preseason. I don't think he's going to be catching a lot of passes, but I do think he's going to be in special teams. I think by week 2, week 3 of preseason, I believe he's going to be returning punts and stuff like that. Hopefully, we see a punt return touchdown.
Right. Hopefully. We'll see, man. It's just we just got some rookies because we know what Dylan is going to do. Dylan is going to be a day 1 starter. He's drafted 25th overall. Some people think he's the best safety coming to the draft. Caleb Downs you had up there. You had McNeil with Warren, and somehow he fell to us. So he's a given to me. Like if he doesn't come out there starting week 1, I'm going to ask some questions. I'm going to have some questions.
Wrong.
Huh? Yeah, something wrong. Something is a little bit wrong. Like because I know they don't let guys like rookies, especially with the hole that we got with Briscoe going and Bayer going, and you get a guy at 25, he's not starting, he's a safety. So that just makes me wonder if that's like, is it a development issue, or was it a pick that we kind of messed up on? You know what I'm saying? Is it a coaching thing? You know, is the coach trying to throw the rookie under the bus? Is it a Dennis Allen thing? So it's going to be interesting to see if he starts or not. But I got him as a lock 4 starter. And I really want to see what Jordan Vandenberg does, bro. Jordan Vandenberg, I keep talking about him, man. He looks like a stud, man. Like I want to see him against the top 5 offensive line in football, man. I want to see him against Tony, Joe Jackson, Jonah Jackson. Who else we got over there? Darnell Wright. I want to see him, build his pedigree off of those guys. Like, yeah, you look good against college guys, but let me see if you can push Darnell Wright. Let me see, can you push the protector of the year in Joe Tooney? Let's see if you can do that. And he could get Caleb running around a little bit in training camp, and he got to throw the ball away, man. I think we got us one. So I'm going to say that Jordan Vandenberg will probably end up being the starter at some point in the season. Dylan ends up being the starter. And the last position I think that might break the starter, and I can't see it, is Malik Muhammad, man. He has to beat Tyreek Stevenson, and he has to beat some other guys in that secondary, bro. So, but like I said before, if he come up out of here, man, and he beats those guys in training camp and he earns it, bro, that means we have a special person in our secondary. If he can beat those guys, he can beat those guys in training camp and earn that starting spot. You can just beat them. OG, what's up, man? Give him a second to come back in. Because I know he wanted to talk about the stadium situation and everything, too. OG, what's up?
Give him a second.
Yeah, so if he could come in here, man, and he can start, bro, over those guys, like we got Terrell Smith. Smitty's coming back playing corner. He not a scrub, bro. You got Tyreek on.
Yeah,
Smitty not a scrub. You got Tyreek. You got, he coming off of a year where they pretty much let Mayshawn Wright go, man. They kept him. That says a lot how they still believe in him. So if Malik Muhammad can come in here, man, and get some reps with the ones, bro, and he's looking like that guy, we really might have a dude, bro. We really might have a dude with Malik Muhammad. And me, I'm all about cream rising to the top. So I'm here for it. I'm here for the competition. If he better, he better. If he earn it, he earned it. That means us, we got a stud. You know what I'm saying, Mark? OG, you got to come in and come back out. And we got Bearski's Film in here. What's going on, Bearski Film? Let me remove Allen from this one. Remove it from that one. And add him to the stage. OG.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? We got Bearski Film in the building for the first time, man. If you guys do not know what this is right here, man, this guy right here in this crew puts out unbelievable type of clips and highlight reels for the Chicago Bears, man. He's very good at what he does, man. So with that being said, we're gonna let you introduce yourself, Bearski Film. The floor is yours, bro. Let everybody know who you are, man.
I love how you say my crew, like it's like I got a couple people here. It's just me, man. I just love the fucking Bears, man. So me and my buddy, we were just talking on the phone, hour or two every week, just having conversations about the Bears. We're like, we should put this on YouTube. And then Corona hit. I was stuck in a room for 2 weeks, and I made a channel. And said, fuck it, right? And I started making videos towards the channel. I never did video editing before that. I'm a musician at heart. I went to school for music. I'm a bass player. I played multiple instruments, things like that. But yeah, I just started making videos towards it, and the videos blew up. So it's like, okay, and kept it going. Just kept making videos. And then, recently I've decided to really kind of like take a big step forward and really kind of try. Dude, check this out. I was using Microsoft Clipchamp, free version, like 2 fucking years. All right, it's like using Microsoft Paint when Photoshop's out there, right? So at some point I kind of put my big boy pants on and said, all right, let me sit there and learn one of these actual real programs. And yeah, I never looked back. It helped me up my game a lot. And got a new computer. I'm able to sit there and render stuff a lot faster. So I've been able to push out a lot more content. But the grind, man, the grind's always been there. That's been there from day one. The grind and the love for the team, that's what all the podcasts share out there. That's all. Yeah, I appreciate everybody who's out there talking Bears, doing anything content related to Bears. So, yeah, appreciate you too, man. Sure.
Yeah, man. Nice to know you, man. Nice to have you on the panel, man. But what we're talking about here today, man, is my OG Allen, man, the OG of the podcast, man. I want to talk about the stadium, man. He wanted to talk about the stadium and the developments of the stadium or lack thereof. So, and I think it just really started to grind his gears, man. So he'll pop back up in here when he gets the technology together. So Mari, man, just what are your thoughts on the stadium right now, bro? It just keeps lingering on, man. Like the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago. I don't even think it's the Bears. I mean, I know that George McCaskey has to make the right decisions. Kevin Warren has to make the right decisions. The team that they hired to look through all this paperwork are not going to get screwed, bro. They're not going to get screwed. At what point do you have to just compromise and just let it go and do what's best for the team and the players in the city of Chicago who's fans of this team? Is it business over fandom at this point? So Mark, just what's your thoughts, man? Because the Bears are not backing down, man. They're not backing down on this.
Man, I've gotten to the point to where they can build a stadium and you can stand, and I'll be okay with it. I just want them to build the stadium, man. Listen, we've been going through this since I've been hearing about a new Bears stadium since like about a good 2009 from my memory, about a good 2009 and everything like that, man. Listen, at this point, if you're gonna stay, you're gonna stay. If you're gonna leave, you're gonna leave. I just want you to make a decision. I think you got to do what's best for the business side of it. Of course, if Indiana is like so luxurious and so mind-blowingly a good deal, then goodbye, good riddance. It's okay. We could build something else with where Soldier Field was at. It's cool. But if you want to stay in Arlington, and then if it's just the state of Illinois making it so difficult to where you can't stay in Arlington, then Mr. Pritzker, can you please just, come on, man. It ain't that hard, man. I'm tired of having this conversation, man. I feel like it's distracting for me as a fan. It's taking away from my fandom because I'm worried about where I'm going to have to go to watch a game if I so choose to. Do whatever you're going to do, man. Go to you can stand on 3.
You are not going to be able to go watch a game. Dude, those tickets are all going to get bought up by corporate, left and right. All the PSLs are going to be gone. Dude, you're going to hope you're going to win a ticket to be able to go to a game. You're not going to be able to buy those fucking things. Those are going to be super expensive. Guys, the history of Soldier Field. It was built in the 20s. 1920s it was constructed. The Bears didn't start playing there till, the 60s? I mean, so a good friend of mine, his grandfather has had seasons tickets since the 40s. They've almost had them for close to a century now. It's quite incredible. And when his grandpa passed, they got passed down to his dad. His dad's been going to Bears games his whole life. He told me he would watch them at Wrigley Field. The corner of the end zone was cut off. There was a corner of the fucking end zone missing when they played at Wrigley Field. Soldier Field belongs to Chicago. The Bears moved there, started playing there. We associate it as the Bears' home, but it's not. It's not theirs.
It's not theirs.
They don't get any money from it. You know what I mean? They have to rent out the parking to McCormick Place. I know. I parked right under the 55th. Like, still have to walk that whole fucking thing to get there. That's why my friend's dad doesn't want to go. That's why I'm able to go, because they just sit there and donate the tickets to me, because it's a walk, man. It's a hell of a walk. It's a hell of a process. It's a lot of work. And for a guy who's had tickets his whole life and had seen him win the Super Bowl, he's willing to sit there. And, I was lucky enough to go to both these playoff games for free. Like, I'm blessed. Totally blessed. Really appreciate it. But he once showed me a letter. He's like, I get this letter every single year as a season ticket holder. And it's a demographic of all season ticket holders. 70 to 75% of them, northwest suburbs. That's where your fans are at, period. So to me, it's always been inevitable. Like, the best business move is Arlington Heights. And I just haven't paid attention to all this back and forth along the way. Oh my God, they're going to Indiana. Yeah, are they? Okay. They're not. They're going to go to Arlington Heights. Just ignore the back and forth garbage, because it's going to take a long time, man. It's politics, and it's Illinois politics. That's they're going to string this thing along as much as they can.
Yeah, I mean, it's just taking too long, man. It's just, it's just really looking like a situation where it's just not good right now, man. And I don't really particularly like where we're at right now as far as
what's their contract at Soldier Field, though? Isn't it through like 2032 or something?
I think it's like 2032, 2033.
Yeah, so they'd have to pay to buy out. Or you think they want to pay more? We might be there until 2032, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, shit. I mean, it's just that what is it going to come down to? And the person that's probably wanted to really get into it is in the building right now, and that's OG Allen. Is pulled up to the show, man, and thing together right now. So we're just gonna let OG take off on this, man, because he wanted to come in here today and pretty much talk about the stadium situation and development of that, and he want to talk about the 90-man roster. So what you want me to call you though, Bearsky fam? Like, what do you want me to call you?
My name's Paul. You can call me Paul.
Paul. Okay, we'll just call you P. So OG, man, just give us your thoughts on everything. We got rookie minicamp coming. We got the 90 roster stuff you want, 90-man roster stuff you want to talk about. But I know you want to get into the stadium talk today. So just go ahead and tell the people who you are, OG, man, and you just go ahead and start cooking like you always do, man.
What's up, man? Hey, man, I appreciate everybody coming in. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, man. The stadium, I just wanted to, touch on that today, I guess. I think it was some things that went on last week, right? Well, so it seems like to me that it's still some red tape that we got to get through for Chicago. It doesn't seem like a slam dunk. And I think the NFL owners have huddled up per se on the Bears, saying, "Okay, we tired of playing. Like, we got the lowest volume stadium, one of them in the biggest market, one of the third biggest markets in the NFL. So we got to get it done. Either we're gonna play in the backyard of Chicago, or we going to Indiana. We need a decision in the NFL circles." And I think that's going to put some fire behind the Bears. I think the Bears trying to play both sides, which is fair, but I think the NFL has slid in there and just they've took the reins over with this situation, and they need more things to happen and kind of like fast. And you know, at least have a direction. Right now, we don't really have a direction. We just got a bunch of ideas. Like, you know, you're dealing with billion-dollar corporations, man. You know, people like direction. You know, either we're going to get out of park and we're going to run straight through the wall, or we're going to stay put and we're going to move on. It's not a lot of gray area right there. So we need to figure out what we're going to do. I think the family wants to stay, of course, but right now, man, you got to do what's best for the NFL. Chicago has had ample enough time to do this. Actually, you bought the stadium in Arlington Heights, so right now, man, you have the ball in your court. So I think the NFL, like, man, we'll just do it. If you need money, man, talk to us, man. You know,
right? Because that was my next question. Like, what is the NFL really going to do, Alan, with a situation that's state-based? You got a governor and you got an owner of a team. So what does the NFL do? Is it just like they write that big booty check? Like, hey, man, here go the check, bro. Just go ahead and let us pass go. What is the NFL supposed to do?
Yeah, you know that front money dangerous, y'all. That front money real dangerous. So the NFL can give them the money, I mean, to do it, but that interest rate is gonna probably be higher dealing with the NFL. That's why it's best to do it with the actual local revenue and the state behind it. That way you have all these how I want to say, these tax umbrellas. You know, you just cutting checks and giving out loans, ain't no tax umbrellas for that. Not in a profit-based economy. With the NFL, none of this shit is non-profit in the NFL. These guys make major moves. So right now, the NFL needs direction, and they want the Bears to go ahead and put the foot to the pedal, man, so we can move on, so we can have a year. Like, is it gonna be 2029? You know, we got to get there. I mean, we're heading towards 2030 something. At the pace we're moving now, I don't think the NFL was told that from the beginning. I think they were looking at maybe 28 at the most. So, you know,
that's what I was saying, man. They got the contract at Soldier Field through 2032. Like, they have to pay to cut that short. And we all know they don't like to pay. Like, they just don't. But guys, okay, here's the plan. Stadium on the fucking water, right? Like, you send out Navy Pier, all right? You build that place, you still have to pay the fucking ticket price at Navy Pier to even get into Soldier Field. There you go. That's the money. No, but you got ferries with navy blue lights, orange. No, all right. Just shipping people to the stadium on the water. No, Arlington Heights is the plan, man. But you got to have other options to create leverage, right? Yeah. The whole reason the Indiana idea exists is because you have to say,
like this,
we want you to give us money, or else we're just going to go to Indiana and they'll pay for everything. Like, that has to be a threat. And unfortunately for us, the media takes that stuff, makes a story out of it. Oh my God, they're going to Indiana, blah, 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 this and that. I mean, it's just, dude, we're talking about a lot of money. They're going to sit there and string this along and try and force Illinois, try and force Chicago, whoever they can, to give them as much money as they can. Like, for real. They're going to sit there. And it's going to take as long as they want. But they partnered with Churchill Downs. He owns Rivers Casinos.
Right.
Right? So, like, if you just sell 10% of this team, you could fund it. They're not going to do that, though.
Can I read something, guys, what the talks were from the NFL? Can I read it out for you guys?
Please. Absolutely. Go ahead, OG.
Okay. As of May 2026, the NFL is applying significant pressure on the Chicago Bears to expeditiously finalize the stadium. with the league ruling out Chicago city sites as viable options, the team is focusing on Arlington High. You know, we like Paul just said. So the NFL is demanding a decision to avoid delays. So time is money. We all know that. So with this ultimatum, I think the NFL is going to say Arlington Heights. I got a funny feeling, guys. Arlington Heights going to be the move. I think they're going to back the Bears on a corner where they can't negotiate. You know, it's going to be in a point where we got to listen to our partners. You know what I'm saying? So the partnership is bigger than anything. The shield is bigger than anything.
The shield. There you go. The shield. Yeah. So
if we got the third biggest, largest market in football, and we got the smallest stadium, that don't go together. That doesn't go together. So time is now, and I feel like go ahead and go Arlington Heights. I think Arlington Heights can be used anyway as a secondary location for things. I still think I would build on it, and you could partner with the Big Ten and let them foot that bill, man. Playing games and championship game, conference championship games there at Arlington, and keep the stadium on the lakefront or in Indiana. Fuck it, just have both spots pumping. That's what I say. Go broke on everybody else's money, man, and have sites and just go ahead and make it move, man. Like, why are we just gonna buy Arlington Heights just to hold it and stash?
Yeah, that shit don't make no sense.
That don't make sense to me, man.
It don't make no sense.
And the NFL is saying it too. Like, what are we doing here?
But it's weird because you're a billionaire organization. Like, if they don't want to work with y'all, bro, you got Arlington Heights right there. Pay for your own. Like, just pay for it, bro. You're gonna make the money back regardless. You are a billionaire that makes money hand over fist as the Bears, bro. You're getting all the revenue now. We are prime time TV. We got a prime time quarterback. You can market that. We're getting 50, 60 million views, bro, last season against the Rams and all these other teams. All that turns into money. Caleb Williams is everything's work right here in this city. He's going to be here 12, 15 years. The money's going to be there for you to pay for your own and fund your own stadium. Quit being cheap. Understand what we are as a team with the quarterback that we got and the coach. It's the second or third largest market, and yet football team is winning. Everybody in this world knows, or this country knows, if Chicago is winning, it's good for everything. When the Bulls are winning, it's good for the NBA. When the Bears are winning, it's good for the NFL. When the Blackhawks is winning, it's good for the NHL. It's Chicago. When Chicago is winning, everybody wins, bro. All roads will ever and forever always lead back to Chicago. We are in the era where we have every single thing we need to be elite at everything. And especially when it comes to the stadium, just pay for your own shit, George. Just roll with your own. You got the quarterback and the coach. You got some young, bro. He's about to be the face of the league soon. So that's more money. Like, what are we doing here? So they just got to get out of their way. They got a lot of old ways and the old way of doing things, and it's not fitting around what's happening right now with the generation of quarterback and the coaching and everything we got going. It just don't fit. Because if they was a real new era type of billionaires, Alan, CJ, Ari and Paul, they'd have paid for their own shit. Yeah, they did already because they just ready to move. That's that young money. That young money. Look, they don't want to sit around and they just come on, man. We got shit to do. This old money, they don't really want to do that, man. They don't really want to do it. We got my boy. Joe. What up, Joe from the 9 in here? Another one of the followers on TikTok. He pulled up from YouTube. What up, Joe? You see, I got Maury in here. I got OG Allen. You get to meet OG. We got Bearski Film right here too, man. He makes great highlight reels.
Yes, he does.
YouTube and blowing up on X and everything, man. So we got a crew in here tonight, bro. So join us in the chat, man. And we're gonna kick it, man. And we're gonna get on to the 90 roster talk in a second. But OG, go ahead with your thoughts, bro. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna kind of kick a tire right here with Kevin Warren is really tripping. I would say he's got a very, very big concern with the tax assessment with the evaluation of Arlington Heights.
Right.
Because it's hard to get a loan for a certain amount of money with the bank. If you're assessing my property less than what I bought it, Okay, we got a major problem with these. Like this tax assessment comes out every year. So if you're gonna help us out as a tax assessor, jump that shit up a few million. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, wet my beat, man. You know, wet the NFL leaders' beats. They're like, shoot that shit up by 10 mil. You know,
Right.
You know, so that way you can go to the bank and you can have some built-in equity where you can move that money and do something else with it, man. So I understand the beef with Kevin Warren, man, with the taxes. I'm like, dog, you can't, but you got to look at it for Arlington Heights. When Arlington Heights sold that place was still ready to be used as a venue. Right now, it's just chopped up.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it's not, because it can only hold so many people with the plumbing and electrical they have. You got to
Okay.
that thing to the ground. You got to tear it underground.
right.
Get that thing
Okay.
right if you're going to hold 100,000 people. It's not. It's
Right.
that place is not meant for that.
What about 80? You think about 85 maybe?
No, you got to redo it all. Period. I mean, the horse
Right.
track was a horse track. You know,
Yeah.
like it took up a lot of room, but at the end of the day, it's not ready for what that would be. So you do, it is complete construction. But guys, they didn't just buy it and hold on to it. Like, they're in on demolition costs. They tore it down.
Okay.
That costs a lot of money to sit there and tear shit down and get it up. So that's already an investment. Mari, man, I haven't heard you say a word in a minute. Mari, how about this? You know how much George Hallis
Mari
paid-
said he's tired of this conversation. Mari said he over this shit, man.
You know how much George Hallis paid for this team to start this fucking team in 1919 or whatever?
I think probably like what, like $500 or something like that.
It was a bill. It was $100. Could you
Oh,
guys, 100 years later, your $100 is worth like 3-4 billion. That's nuts, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chime in with this, like on the stadium situation. I know I made my point earlier. You know what I'm saying? I am genuinely exhausted about just move to Arlington Heights. That's where I feel right now. I just go there, man. Or if you don't want to go there, go to Yucatan, go to Arabia, go to man. Man, as long as the Bears are playing football on Sundays and that C is across the helmet, my brother number 18 got the 18 on the chest, man, I'm all good. But to this point, to where I feel the frustration of the NFL, and this is what
Yes.
I'm this is me. This is my tinfoil hat. I feel like the NFL is like frustrated because, you know, like Guy said, when Chicago sports are good, we all eating. Now Chicago sports are good, we eating a little bit. So now the NFL like, hey, we want the Super Bowl with y'all. And then George and the boys, Kevin is like, okay, we want the Super Bowl too. They're like, all right, where you going? Yeah, we don't know yet, man. We don't know.
We don't know,
man. We
man.
might go to Indiana, man. We don't know. It's like,
Guys.
nah, for real, man. For real, man.
Yeah.
Where y'all going?
Like,
Man,
these teams are franchises. They're franchises. So with the way that you guys are spot on with this, totally spot on. The way the franchises works is you pay a percentage of your revenue or of your profits to the higher entity. So like the NFL gets a percentage of what the Bears make, right? So when you're leaving money on the table by having to pay somebody else for parking, when you're leaving money on the table by renting a stadium and this and that, there's a lot of money that the NFL is not getting.
Can't get you.
That they could get if you go off and get your own damn shit, right? So that is 100% there. Like, that pressure from the NFL is definitely there. You are one of the biggest franchises as far as viewership, as far as value and longevity, dude. You like started this league. You helped fucking start this league. You know what I mean? So
I think-
there's a lot of money left on the table for sure. I'm sorry.
And we
I
got
think Jerry
Joe from the 9. What's up, Joe from the 9? He snacked 773 right now, but he says old infrastructure, everything has to be revitalized, man. Everything got to be changed. Plumbing, bathrooms, you know what I'm saying? Concession stands, you know, seats, you know what I mean? Parking, you know, traffic situation. All that stuff got to be accumulated, man. People got to get jobs. So it is what it is, man. Well, I stand personally on the situation as far as the stadium situation. You know, personally, I don't really go to games like that, so it's okay with me. But the people that love Soldier Field, that love the Bears, that love the tailgates, that love to come from out of town and playing games, to where they get to fly to Chicago and pretty much, be Chicago and get Chicago dogs and get deep this piece of, Chicago Bears are a part of that lore, a part of that nostalgia. So the fact that the people that are suffering the most are the people that are really outgoers and that like to come to Chicago. So I would like to see them get it together for the people that like to go to games, that actually be in there, man, because those people matter, man. Those people bring a lot of attention to the games as well, and they're diehard fans. So the people that like to go to games and tailgate, man, I feel sorry for them because they're the heartbeat of the Bears a lot of times, man, out there in the parking lots and everything like that, congregating with everybody and talking to everybody and just having a good time. So shout out to the people that's there every Sunday, packing up the family, packing up the trucks, packing up everything to be a Chicago Bear fan outside the stadium, man, not only in. So shout out to all the tailgaters, and I hope it all works for people that love the city, that visit Chicago, and pretty much just want to see the Chicago Bears with a new stadium like me. So that's pretty much where I'm at with it. But we're going to get into some roster talk, man. We got 71 people in here right now. We're going to get into some roster talk. We're going to get into talk some football, Paul. This is another topic that we're going to get into. Alan wanted to talk about today, man. We got the rookie minicamp, Alan, coming up on 8th and the 9th and everything like that. And we got a 90-man roster, man. We got guys that are pretty much unsigned that came to the team, as you know.
Yeah.
We talked about that already. 26 undrafted free agents, man. We got Jaron Crump, you know what I'm saying? We got an offensive line. We got the Vanilla Gorilla and Caden Barnett. We got a quarterback. We got a corner. We got a kicker. We finally got a kicker in camp. I think they signed 2 kickers, man. So the Bears are getting together, man. They started pair 10. We got a wide receiver. So with that being said, Alan, man, this is the 90-man rosters segment of the show we want to talk about, man. So Alan, man, go ahead and give us your thoughts on who that's probably going to make the roster, what's on the bubble, and the cuts, man. Then we'll just go around the Bing and get everybody's opinion on it.
Yeah, and 90-man roster gonna be real tight because they gotta have it probably at the end of the rookie minicamp because that way I think OTAs are gonna start in a couple weeks. So they're gonna probably mix and match with it with the 90-man until camp. But right now they got the rookies in there and they got the rookie invites, which you got Olin's son in there. And you got my man from the Scotty Miller, which I used to love playing for Tampa Bay. He's coming in for a tryout. So you got guys like that. And I think Scotty Miller, man, he's gonna do a good job, but he just got to get himself to the, to OTAs, get that invite, So I like Hayden Large, man, the tight end from Iowa, man. He's a bruising blocker. Ben, man, he wants 9 tight ends in camp. Y'all know that. Hell, he might go for 10 this year. We got 10 on the roster going. Ain't no telling, man, with that man, yo. He loves tight ends, man, and he's a tight end whisperer. That's what he came in the league as. For the Dolphins, he was a tight end coach. So he loves that tight end position. So I think Hayden Large is somebody to look out for that 4th or 5th spot on the tight end roster going into camp. Jaden Crump, what you said earlier, he was one of the most heralded rookie free agent UDFAs coming into the process after the draft. Man, he's a pretty good lineman out of Utah. Got good height and good exterior. Strong guy. So he's doing good. And also, the guy, I think C was telling me about the Coleman Bennett. I think he was talking about him as far as he had good movement and things like that, and he could catch out the backfield. He'd be somebody we could probably look into. So
Caden Barnett, he's a tackle. Caden Barnett, or who you mean somebody else?
No. The Coleman Bennett.
Oh, Coleman Bennett. Okay, the running back out of Kennesaw State. Okay.
Yeah, Steve brought him up, and I looked at some of his film. I was like, all right, we can see, running backs are, they get behind the offensive line, man. It don't matter, man. As long as you're doing the job, I feel like we'll be all right, man. It's just a matter of who we're gonna have pushing the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm interested to see if, we got another center, undrafted center too, also. So, we got Olin's son, and it's another center I got that we got in there. I can't see his name on there.
Who you got? We got a center. We got hold on. No, that's not a center. We got a wide receiver. Yeah, he might not be on here.
Okay,
Mason Murphy? No, that ain't.
Might be. Mm-hmm. We'll come up with it, but yeah, we got another one that was that got the UDFA nod. So we're gonna have about, I think 3 of them technically in camp with the rookie camp. So we're gonna move around, man. We're gonna see a lot of things in that camp, man. I'm just interested to see, man. It's gonna have to be competitive. And Caleb Williams, old backup quarterback, is gonna probably be the quarterback the whole time. So he's gonna get a real good look. Because I wouldn't be surprised if we go into camp with another 4 quarterbacks, which, in camp you're gonna need 4 arms. You're gonna need 4 live arms. Just because of wear and tear, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hot and things like that, man. And you got about 15 wide receivers on the board, and you got 4 fifth string, man. You don't want Caleb throwing all those routes. You want guys to jump in there and throw the football around the yard. Everybody gets some good reps.
Hell yeah. So Maury, man, we talking butter, Maury. We talking guns and butter, Maury. Guns and butter, man. They said on Baby Boy, we talking guns and butter. The butter is, I ain't gonna get into a bean ring, so you know what he said. You know what he said. So it's getting down to it, man. It's time to talk turkey, Maury, man. We're gonna have some guys on this team that's not gonna make the team, bro. Some guys that's on that practice squad that's been on that practice squad that's not gonna make that practice squad. Some guys that might not even make the roster that's been hit, Maury. So the 90-man roster at first glance, Maury, what has been positions you've been looking at for guys to make the team, guys that's on the bubble, and guys that could be cut to make that 53-man roster, man? What you got? Then I'm gonna go with Bansky and Paul after this.
I think the biggest competition for the Bears, like as far as position group, outside of like the ones that I named earlier with corner and like all the like glamorous positions, but I feel like the most heated competition is going to be between Bo Gardner and Scott Daly, a long snapper. I don't know if you guys remember during the big walk-off field goal game against Washington that Scott Daly has a tendency to, when he like long snaps, the ball is a little bit high. And like you gotta wait the extra couple of seconds and stuff like that. And I know special teams isn't like everybody's favorite, but it's still 1/3 of the game, and it's an important phase of football. And I can see Ben Johnson also preaching that he wants to be good at all 3 phases of the football. I think Bo Gardner coming out of Georgia, I think he has some competition with Scott Daly, to where you don't have to necessarily worry about like if the ball is too high, Cairo ends up missing it, or ball too low, holder can't get to it. We're trying to minimize any mess ups as far as like special teams, man. Another one is the hefty lefty that they got out there at kicker, giving Cairo some competition, man. If we get a guy, might be the hardest but like most easiest job to like win it as far as Cairo, and this is how I'm thinking about it. Cairo's very accurate kicker, but we all know when it comes to like 55 plus, I don't want Cairo.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
So if this hefty lefty fella comes in and he can kick a 55-yarder, a 60-yarder at training camp, and with Cairo, this is his last year of his contract. This might be the last time we see Cairo Santos as a Chicago Bear. This is going to be like a really interesting training camp. And as far as like even with the kicker, imagine what Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams could cook up with, and like the difference of a game plan it'd be when I know my kicker can kick a 60-yard field goal versus where I know that I have to get this ball within the 35-yard line, or else I'm not like leaving away with points. I think guys, if this hefty lefty fella can come and provide that competition and win that job, I think the whole team is going to take massive steps forward, because you could just do so much. You could take more risk on defense and offense when you know you got a guy that can kick a field goal from anywhere.
Well said, Maury. And we got comments from my boy Joe from 9 saying the D-line is where the competition, I think, is where you're going to see the most competitiveness. I can agree with that. So we got a clip from my boy Paul right here. And I think it's a Sam Ross clip. I think it's one of his clips he's done. So I'm gonna hit the pause button on the music right here on my side, and I'm gonna hit that play button, and then you're gonna give me, Paul, your thoughts on the 53-man roster, 90-man roster, and we're gonna go from there, man. I know you do a lot of your research, so I know you know this. So I know you got eyes on that. So let's get to it. Let me see what you got right here. Hold on. Hit the pause
I really
button.
fell in love with the tight end position early on, and wanted to be the next Zach Ertz, next Dalton Schultz, Colby Parkinson. Chicago, we're top 5 in 12 and 13 personnel usage. Obviously, it's an extremely talented tight end room, and that's something that's going to get talked about. But I'm going to come in, I'm going to compete, and iron sharpens iron, going to make the room better, and I'm really excited to learn from those guys. Really thankful for the gifts I've been given and the ability to play football, and this has been my dream since I was a little kid.
Coming from the perimeter, Gilbranson cuts it loose.
I love to compete. I was telling coaches all week I was going to do everything.
For the Cardinals, so shooting downfield, the catch is made. That's Roush.
Blocking's a huge part of my identity as a player. That's something that I take immense pride in. That's something that I've worked on every day in college. That's obviously where a lot of my value is in the league. And Chicago's a place that's going to value that.
Breaking free, can he beat the field to the end zone, and Sam Roush scores?
Yeah. Good stuff by my man Paul from Fantasy Film, man. So you brought him up. You talked about him. He's pretty drafted to be high, but what's your thoughts on Sam Roush so much, man? What have you seen from Sam that you just know? I got to make up a clip for him, man. Like, what do you think he's going to do?
I made a clip for all of them. So he's just one of the guys drafted, which is why he's getting the clip made. But the thing I noticed when sitting there making all these videos for every single one of these guys, it's like all of them have an upside. Each one of them have something that they are really good at. And I go back to the Patriots with Bill Belichick. Just do your job. I said this at the beginning of this draft. I've watched Bill Belichick handle these kind of drafts masterfully. Like, they're always picking at the damn end of the draft, right? So, like, get used to it. Right. You don't make your career as a GM picking top 10, right? That's what a lot of guys wind up having success at doing. And the harder part is this part. And I look at this, and it's like, okay, if you put these guys in the right position to do the thing that they do well, they all have something they do well. Like, so props to them. I think it might actually wind up being a pretty good draft. But at one point, one of the things that was said by Ben Johnson, I think it was after Malik Muhammad was picked, Mari, because I know you mentioned his name. He said, we got to put these guys, or no, it was Xavier Thomas, his return ability. He said this will help him make the 53-man roster, because he's able to do two different things, right? So that's the thing when we're looking at a list like this, the UDFAs, making the 53-man roster is what we're talking about. You're talking about, maybe a spot or two. So, like, when you bring up the long snapper, Murray, that's right there. Like, that is who this can't make matter for the most. And, the kicker with Cairo, the thing I got to say about Cairo is, I don't feel good about him from 50-plus. But, we did win that Washington game with the kick at the end. We did win that the second Vikings game with the kick at the end.
Cairo didn't miss, man. He didn't miss. He was like 5 for 5.
And he needed to come through. Right, exactly.
He didn't miss.
But then the other was Jake Moody was the one to be Washington, right?
Yeah,
right,
Moody
was right though. That is the easiest job to win, though. Like, Cairo Santos is not irreplaceable. Totally, you give me a guy that can kick from 60 yards. That sounds pretty fucking good, right?
It just makes the point of what Mari said. You got a guy that can kick it, just change the game plan. What you can just get off the field and walk, So go ahead, Paul. You got it.
No, for sure, man. So like this is an interesting list, and like I go back to last year, and like I look at a guy like Jahdae Walker that made the roster.
Yes.
We all listen.
That's what Mari want to talk about, wide receiver. So you just segue right in there, man. So we're gonna
the man caught a fucking pass at the end of preseason for a touchdown with Tyson Bagent. He caught a pass at the end of the second Packers game to get us. Like we all know that if it came to the Super Bowl, it was the end of the Super Bowl, and you need to throw the touchdown to that man, that I would feel fine with Caleb targeting him, even though he had one catch on the damn season. Well, you know what you have in that guy, and he was an undrafted free agent. So, like, if you see something in this list, guys, when you get to camp, one of these guys just has that something. I can see it. You might make some adjustments, but most likely that kicker spot, that long snapper spot, those are the ones that you got to be looking at as guys that are able to actually make this team.
Yeah, man. Well said. Alan, you got anything to add to that?
No, I'll wait on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So he said, Paul, he segued right into like my bread and butter, the wide receiver position. Now, we got Rome Odunze, of course, Luther Burden, Khalif Raymond, Xavier Thomas, Jade Walker. You understand? We got 5 wide receivers on the roster. Usually you come in with 6, and then we signed 2 undrafted free agent wide receivers. And we also bringing in Scotty Miller that's coming into rookie minicamp. Which, with all these wide receiver acquisitions from the draft and undrafted, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think it's going to be a competition for wide receiver 3. I don't think anybody has a guaranteed wide receiver 3 spot. I don't think it's going to be Jade Walker. I understand that Jade Walker has that chemistry with Caleb and stuff like that. We love stuff like that. This is by no means Jade Walker diss track. But when you got a guy like Khalif Raymond, who also has a history with like Ben Johnson and stuff like that, and like he was my OC, and I kind of understand this probably a little bit better. I might be able to do some things that you can't, as well as Xavier Thomas as well. Probably the most dynamic athlete in the room.
Yeah.
And then not to even mention Scotty Miller, who's coming in. And hey, I play big time football. I played for franchises and stuff like that. I'm a hometown kid, and I'm a savvy vet too. This is telling me that there is going to be, I think.
He was a receiver for Brady, right?
Yeah, he was Brady.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Yeah, he's big time.
So what this is telling me is that whoever you want to put, either it be Luther 1 and Rome 2 or Rome 1, Rome, you know what I'm saying? However you want to spin it. I think the real competition is who's going to be the guy trying to get those guys open. Who's going to be that guy in the slot or that guy on the outside who's the distraction to get who's the best at doing that. I'm placing my money on probably more so Jade Walker. Because I trust Jade Walker because of the frame and the hands and the catching ability and the route running. You know what I'm saying? The guy has good hands. He has good feet, you know?
Yes.
You can't deny like a guy like Khalif Raymond because speed is speed. Speed is speed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Speed is speed, but who's the best route runner with the speed? Who's the best at making adjustments? Who's the best with the speed? Is when you get knocked off your route, you continue the ball. Who's that?
Acceleration too. It's acceleration.
All that speed is fine. But who's the best football player with the speed at the number 1 wide receiver position? So Alan, you got Khalif that's been doing it for a while. You know, you got Jade. He's had 1 year of it. You know what I mean? He's going to get more reps because he's going to get more eyes on him because DJ Moore is gone. So everybody's thinking it's like Maurice saying it's going to be Jade, but I don't think it's going to be Jade outright. One thing that we've learned about this team, if you're not QB1, if you're not tight end 1, if you ain't Montez or if you ain't DJ getting paid a bunch of money, every single position is open for competition. Every single one of them. From the left tackle position too. We got Willis that's going to be here trying to get the left tackle. You got Braxton. You know what I'm saying? You got Ozzie that's going to be coming back. So if that position is not solidified on this team, they're going to bring in bodies, OG. They're going to bring in people so they can know when it's time to go week 1 or week 2, when we name that starter, we're all going to know in this fan base that this person's a dude. He earned it because of the people he got to go up against in training camp and practice every single week. But shout out to my guy, 9. Joe was in the building. He says open for all.
Very well said. Very well said, man.
Thank you, sir. But, thank you. But because who's the number 1 wide receiver? And Paul and Alan, you know how I feel, and Maury know this too. Yeah. When it comes to the label on the money for wide receiver 1, that's the thing. It's the label. It's the money. Wide receiver 1 on paper means more than anything to these guys. Even though we got a team in the offense to where it's like Coach and Lovin is going to get all the primary targets and the catches. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Luther Burden, that's cool. But on paper, when they say wide receiver 1, Alan, who name do you think is going to be wide receiver 1 when it comes to that money on? That money when I got to get paid. But you make a good point. When they start getting them 600 yards and you're an agent and all that shit, hey, that ain't what they want to see. So go ahead.
That ain't no good move.
That ain't no good move. So it's going to be go ahead.
That's when agents start tapping on the front window with Ryan Poles and them. You know, right. Well, Ryan, we need to talk, okay? Yeah, you know, Rome's supposed to be the number 1. Rome is slotted to be the number one receiver. He's got the size. He's got the quicks. You know, he's been with Caleb just as long as anybody here, probably longer, with Jade. So Jade been with 1, and Rome's been with Caleb 2 years.
2 years,
so,
right.
So Rome got to solidify his number one receiver status this year. I need to see him catch the football at least a 90% rate, you know, because he's going to get a lot of targets. I think you mentioned it. I think Loveland's going to lead the team in targets.
Yeah.
I think Loveland's going to be our number one target.
Primary, yeah. But number one receiver money, that on that paperwork, yeah. You got to be Rome if you got to get paid. You got to be Rome if you want to get paid. So
because if Rome don't go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say because if Rome don't do it this year, it's not gonna be a next year. He's gonna be on the move.
Dude, yeah, that's I get slandered for it all the time, but it's like I was all for dropping back and taking a guy like Jared Verse. You know, you don't need to double down. You already spent 1-1 on the quarterback. If the quarterback sucks, Rome will suck. If the quarterback's good, he should be able to. We should be talking about guys like Jade Walker making a difference, right? So, yeah, it's the year for Rome. Like his first 2 years have been replaceable, and so it's not even about the stats too. Like that Rams drop, man, that really hurts. Like
yes,
I was at that Packers game. He didn't catch a pass till the fourth quarter. Like you want to be the guy, you got to be the guy, man. Like yes, that's going to be the biggest thing for me, man. I don't know. What'd you guys think about that last clip though? You guys like it?
The Sam?
Yeah, the Sam Roush.
Yeah, Roush.
So
you do good work.
I should mention at some point, like I made like an hour-long movie that I released right before the Rams game. And now since the draft happened and things like that, I was able to add on more to it. So I have like a full hour and a half cinematic style Bears movie about the 2025 season. And I said screw it. So I released it yesterday. Got like 10,000 views in a day, which is awesome for an hour and a half movie. But if you want to check it out, if you have not seen it, definitely youtube.com @Bearski Film. Check it out. I got little clips from the movie. I mean, I got shorts I make. I got individual clips I make. I got all sorts of stuff. So I'll upload something else here too for you guys to show on another rookie. I could do Xavier Thomas probably. I think I have that. So I'll toss that.
He makes cuts on a dime. Xavier, he made a safety turn all the way around the end zone. I was like, man, that's within 20 yards. He got on that safety real fast. And I was like, that's speed to burn.
Yeah, he got speed to burn, man. So Maury, we talking about, the wide receiver spot from my guy Joe up here, man. Wide receiver 1. So Maury, just what's your thoughts on that, man? Because I know overall this gonna come down to money, bro. And like I've been saying before, people, if Ben come out here and say that position is wide open, for at least Rome and Luther, it's gonna get real loud, bro. It's just gonna get real loud. And a lot of people are tracking that Luther is a better wide receiver than Rome as far as his ability to move off the line. He's quicker. He showed that he could play intermediate, he could play short, he could play deep. We've seen a little sample size of that. And he has the most EPA, with the short amount of targets as far as a wide receiver. So
can I add something? Can I add something to that? It's also the value. Like you drafted Rome at 9. You drafted Luther in the second round, right? So like you expect more from a guy you drafted at 9, for sure.
Yeah, you expect more from the guy you drafted at 9, and it's a little bit of, if he doesn't pan out to be wide receiver 1, Brian Poles and Ben got a hell of a security blanket and insurance in Luther. Like, I don't think they missed on Rome. I just think when it was a time we were building this team, that you want to get the best position you can, because you reach for things. You're not a good team. When you're not a good team, you do things that you normally wouldn't do. As much as people love DJ Moore, we all like DJ, but he was never a true number 1 wide receiver to me. He just wasn't. But when you don't have a lot of groceries, you go eat a can of beans. You're going to think them beans the best beans in the world because that's all you got to eat. But now that you got more than that, you got some salmon, you got some eggs, you got some corned beef hash, OG, you know what I'm saying? You got some jalapeno cheese to go on your turkey sandwich, you know what I'm saying? You got multiple things that wide receiver to where you're looking at it now like, you know what? We might not need you no more. So I think that's the same thing to a certain level with Rome, just because we got the insurance of a Luther Burden. Now, me personally, my take, I want Rome to be great. I want a three-headed monster. I want Luther, I want Jade, and I want Rome to be great. I don't want Rome off my team. We need Rome to be healthy this year because he's on the team. We need him. We need him to be the best version of whatever that is. Just because he's not the number one wide receiver, that doesn't mean he doesn't have value on this team. Let's not get that misconstrued. He can still be someone on this team that Caleb depends on year in and year out. But I think sometimes we get trapped up into a narrative of how we see the wide receiver one based on how we've always seen it. And that's not how we're going to be seeing it going forward with the way Ben Johnson uses tight ends and the run game. Like it might get to the point to where the tight ends are primary and the running backs to where we not necessarily need a wide receiver one. But on paper, on money, on contract, somebody's going to be that wide receiver one. Somebody's just going to be that wide receiver one. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
I think this is very important. And I want to tie all this together. I think for Ryan Poles' sake, he needs Rome Odunze.
Thanks, Hugo. Thanks, bro. Say that again.
I think Ryan Poles desperately needs Rome Odunze to be wide receiver one. Because even looking back in the past with like last year, I feel like the reason why we didn't have major roster moves, we added like a few like small pieces here and there, is because Ryan Poles needed Ben Johnson to justify this roster and why he constructed it the way he did, to justify not only to like McCaskey's but to us as fans why he didn't get fired with Eberflus. You know what I'm saying? And so now I feel like Ryan Poles, especially when it comes to like this team and stuff like that, and tied into like the justification, he needs Rome Odunze himself to put in the work on the field and have the production to justify why I took you and Caleb Williams, and why I didn't just trade up and get Malik Neighbors, or I didn't trade up to get somebody else. I need you to justify that because I took you 9th overall, and then even who else was taken in that draft class? It was Marvin Harrison.
Jared Verse. We had Jared Verse right there.
Jared Verse. I passed on Jared Verse.
Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison. Mari, I was saying if Marvin Harrison drops to 9, I'd be so happy because it guarantees me a trade partner. And people were lighting me up for it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I just don't believe in taking a wide receiver that high. That's not what I want to do.
And see, to that point, it was like so many different options. So I need you to justify it, not just to me, but to the fans and to everybody. Because I don't think Ryan Poles has ever been one that tried to like cheat somebody out of the contract or anything like that. Ryan Poles likes paying people. He pays people fairly. I'm gonna pay you at the market rate. I'm gonna scratch your back. You scratch my back. You don't break my pockets. I won't break your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Poles wants to be the guy to like, hey, Rome, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, this is part of the rebuild. This is part of my career and my legacy. I didn't miss in the first round. Because so far he hasn't. He hasn't missed in the first round with the guys he's drafted. The only question mark still is Rome Odunze. So I think on paper, it has to be Rome. But realistically,
on paper,
who's gonna probably put the asses in the seats? Who's gonna be probably the one kissing babies? I think it's gonna be the bird, and I think it's gonna be he's a dynamic guy. He's the way he gets in and out of breaks, route running, and even beyond that, what I fell in love with Luther the most is that like just that bear mentality of like, I'm gonna catch the ball and I'm gonna just keep going. And I'm gonna run over, and I'm gonna pick up another 10 yards. Then I'm gonna look, and then I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I
might choke
back.
Right. It's the Darth Vader joint. Vader.
I think he's a bad man. I think Burke's a bad man.
I think so too. So OG, I'm gonna ask you this, man. We got Joe right here saying, but does Rome fit Ben Johnson offense? I'm gonna get that to OG. Then we're gonna get to the next clip we got from Paul from Bearski Film. We're gonna play that from Xavier Thomas. But so what you think though, OG? Like, do you think he fit the scheme? Because if you're basing off the guys he's brought in, OG.
Nah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say
five touchdowns, 5 games, first 5 weeks, a touchdown every game.
Yeah. But go ahead, OG. What you think?
But I think what we know about Ben likes guys who can stretch the field. That way it can open up his tight ends. You know, Rome is one of those guys right now. Rome is not he's not requiring a double look or a safety over the top. When we get that wide receiver that demands a safety over the top, then that opens up all kind of gateways in the offense. Your offense, to be very certified and precision based, you got to have a guy that takes the top off the defense, and also you want to roll coverage. So right now we don't have a guy that we roll in coverage to on the team right now. Mm-hmm. So with Rome, with his 6'4" frame, your 50-50 ball, to me, I think Rome is more of a possession receiver that needs to continue to work on his hands. I think he's a guy that can get you 80 grabs, 900 yards, 8 touchdowns, great second option. That's what I believe that he's going to slot into. But Ben is going to keep the pressure on him because I need a guy that can get a guy. I can get the team's roll coverage. With Xavier Thomas, when he gets to a point where he's taking the safety off the map or taking him off the play sheet, when he's taking that safety to extended yards, that's going to open up the whole field for everybody. That guy is so fast, you got to keep a safety over the top. So now you start to run your ends, your curls, and things like that. With Rome right now, Rome is just really good right now on wide receiver comebacks. He's really good about coming back, showing Caleb his numbers. I give him that. Him and Caleb got a beautiful relationship. Like I said last year, they can play football in the dog, and we won't hit the football hit the ground. Because they know how to play with each other, as far as football concerned. So they have an understanding of where each other supposed to be and what time and everything. So that's
when he's on the sideline, he's a real good cheerleader too.
Yeah, definitely that. He definitely that. Yeah. But Rome just needs to work on the basics. He needs to catch the football. He needs to attack safeties harder and don't show his numbers so fast. The one thing on his dig routes, when you watch Chad Johnson, you don't see that 85 pop up on them dig routes. You see the 85 pop up when he catches the football. I need Rome to get to a point where his numbers is not showing so fast on them dig, because when your numbers showing, I'm going to push you on the ground, or you're going to tell the DB to cut in front of you because you're showing your numbers. You're giving away your gate. So at that point, you need to keep your numbers low when you turn that damn corner. When you hit that 10-yard mark, you need to be flying flat down the line, like the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? So Rome sometimes think he rounds his routes, and they get him in trouble because he's not like the greatest athlete. He's not a Luther Burton where he can make up for his athletic prowess. He's got size, and he's got to have anticipation where he's a route connoisseur. That's where he needs to get to in his career. He needs to take his ass out there and go run routes with Jefferson from Minnesota. He need to get with guys like that in the offseason. He needs to. I love Caleb, but you need to start working with some top flight wide receivers. You need to go to some camps out there in Arizona where them guys out there working. You need to be out there with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like when you drop Caleb off after that first OTA, you need to be getting to those camps with them.
Take your ass down there, get you wide receiver camp, and keep your ass out of here. Don't even stop going on Twitter and X talking about you love fast food and clipping up and you eating Chicago hot dogs.
Man, fuck all that. Yeah,
repost film.
Yeah, man, I'm tired of it, man. I need to see you in some clips where you running routes in Arizona with Justin Jefferson. Or my boy
Higgins or somebody, or Jamar, somebody like that.
Yeah, man. You know how I feel about my boy Jamar Chase, other than spitting on people. But Jamar Chase is the fucking best wide receiver in football. I mean, when I watch him play, everything is precision. Everything is cutting edge as a wide receiver. So I want Rome to get to that, but the only way he can get to that, he's got to be around it. Right now, he don't have a guy in the locker room that can show him precision. Khalif Raymond's not going to show it to him. I mean, Xavier Thomas, he's a rookie. Everybody looking at Rome. Like Rome needs to get to places where he's not the best receiver or anticipated to be. He need to go where he's well sheep. And a group of guys, like 14 guys of wide receivers in the league, he's got to learn from others. He's got to ask questions and be a craftsman. That's what I want for my number one receiver, to be a fucking craftsman. You know what I'm saying? He just knows what he needs to do, and he can pass that down each year to another wide receiver on his team where he's a major asset in that room.
Man, you know, look, y'all. That's OG Allen, man. We had my boy Joe say the OG speaking facts. Y'all know what it is with him, man. When he come up here, but we got my boy Paul from Bearski Films. He want to pull up the Xavier Thomas clip, man. We're gonna let him cook, y'all. Welcome to the platform, bro. We're gonna let you cook on here, man. Do your shit.
Up the pressure, gets rid of it, and gets it complete.
He's got a unique skill set just in terms of 4-2 guy, and those guys don't grow on trees. And
Just an amazing effort there by Thomas, who stretches out.
it's easy to look at because that flashes up and everyone sees it.
Running it on 2nd and 15. Thomas steps on the gas.
But yeah, when you turn on the tape, it's more than just being able to run deep routes.
Got another
The
loop on the team.
versatility that
Got
he
another
showed
loop.
both at Mississippi State and at LSU.
Nussmeier toward the end zone, touchdown.
From the backfield, whether it's running routes or getting handoffs.
Scramble drill on the run, end zone, score. On the first play, Van Buren's going to take a shot, one-on-one ball over there.
The returning aspect of it, I think it all adds up. And
That's tough ass kid.
Thomas here.
He's so fluid too. I mean, he's so fluid
Straight
too.
to the 15. Looking for a seam.
we all have a vision of how this guy could really help us.
Got it. Xavier Thomas gets another block. And
To
he's got it.
complement to what Rome does best, Luther does best, Kobe does best.
Out of the backfield, touchdown Tigers, Thomas.
He's
Really
just so
feel like
fast.
he can play a key component in what we want to do this year.
Man, good shit. I see OG over there with his head going bobbing. OG, so I know some stuck out to you, man. I know some was over there cooking for you, man. So what you think of the tape right there? Shout out to Bearski Films. Paul is in the
Yes.
building, man. Y'all see him over there
Thank you,
cooking
man.
with the clips, bro. We having a good show tonight, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, there's some things that are just obvious when I'm putting these videos together. The speed, the breakaway speed, the acceleration, it's obvious. And you guys are saying it while you're watching. Oh, that's fluid. You can tell this. Dude, I saw the thing on Twitter that's like, which quarterback is this? And they posted the one of Caleb, and it's like, it's funny. There's nobody else like him. You know what I mean? It's obviously Caleb. Dude, because you have a feel for the game. When you have a feel for the game and everything slows down to that degree, like when I hear this kid break stuff down in press conferences, right after the damn Rams game, he's breaking it down in detail. Dude, he gets it. And I was saying this while we had Justin Fields here. Like, okay, Justin's light years away. Like, light years away from what you need here at the quarterback position. Yeah. This is what you need here at the quarterback position. This kid is for real, man. He's for real. He's gaining respect across the league, left and right. And, you know, when you give that kind of a quarterback weapons, I mean, Tom Brady got it done with Julian Edelman. It was a 7th-round pick. And I remember hearing a podcast or something. My co-host likes to refer to it on our show all the time, where Julian Edelman was saying when you would go and practice with some of these quarterbacks, you would run like 30 routes in a normal practice. Yeah. He went to go practice with Brady. He's running 70, 80, 90 routes. 3 times what he's used to with all these normal guys. And he's like, and he's telling me at this route, the ball's going to be here. When I throw this one, I want you to turn your hips this way. I want you to be here, position this way. But he said Tom Brady taught him more than any wide receiver coach at the end of the day. And when your quarterback can dictate to the wide receiver what he wants them to do, and then he's on point with that, oh, man, that's dangerous. Like, so that's where we're going to be at. This kid's going to only get more and more comfortable. That's why we're going to see these guys.
No.
Like, yeah, you just want good athletes out there. Xavier Thomas is a good athlete. He's quick. He can catch the ball. He might be able to help you in special teams. This kid's going to make an impact for sure.
Yeah, man. And OG, what can you piggyback off that? Because, you know, he looked like a monster, man. I wasn't so sure what I saw from him. You know, because I didn't know about him, but the more I see his clips, he's twitchy. His hips move at the right pace. His feet are moving in front of his shoulders. His feet are moving before he can do any damn thing with the football. Yeah. He's literally showing you 4.2 speed. So you mix that with Luther, Jade, man, this is going to be an offense that's going to be full of speed and full of firepower. But what's your thoughts on Xavier Thomas, man?
Xavier Thomas is fast. The thing I like about him is his build. He has a good build.
Yeah. Kind of big, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get some time at that third running back, that gadget style. I think he's going to get about 5 snaps at running back a game. He's going to get about 5. And teams are going to
have that behind the line of scrimmage type shit, OG. Look, he going to be behind the scrimmage making motherfuckers miss. Yeah.
Take DJ snaps.
Yeah, you might see him in a Wildcat for all we know. You know, him or Luther in a Wildcat. You know, because Luther's very good.
You know OG gonna cook.
He preaching.
Yeah, you know he gonna cook. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna get some snaps at running back, man. And him and Luther can kind of deviate and diversify that role that Amon St. Ra has. You know, Amon St. Ra gets you some carries too, and he can run routes, and he's one of those guys. He can get you about 2 or 3 in the backfield. The way he lines up and how he does his schematic point. So Ben understands how I can get guys to get open by making a linebacker say, I got 4-2 back there. And I'm going to take a linebacker clearly out the middle of the field when I'm going to open up something for Colson on a quick slant where all he got to do is beat the strong safety and he's running down the seam. So those are the things that Ben is going to be he's gonna be he's gonna be a kid in the candy store, man, with this type of style of guy.
I gotta
leave right. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you cook, but I want him to queue up. I know you got Jordan Vandenberg up in here. I know you got Jordan.
But the file might be too big to upload. Let me check. But hey, OG, where was Amon-Ra drafted? Do you remember? He was a 4th round draft pick. That's what they did with that guy. So that's what I mean with Xavier Thomas. Just because he went in the 4th round, don't think he can't sit there and turn into something real good, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, take your time though, Paul, man, because I want to talk about Jordan Vandenberg, and we can end up wrapping the show up. We've been going on for an hour and a half. It's been an amazing show, man. The OG coming here and cook. I'm producing, doing what I do. Young boy OG, the young boy Mari, the MC is what I nicknamed him. And he ain't nothing to play with when it comes to his football knowledge. This one of them. So that's why he's up here, man. I had to get him from the G League off TikTok to bring him to the NBA, the podcast world. So he up here, man. And he knows stuff, man. It's cool to have somebody young up here too. Then we got Paul from Bearsky Films, man. He's great at his producing his videos and everything like that. So like he might be a part of the squad going forward, man. He knows ball and he does the clips, man. So let him cook, man. Let him cook, man. So we're going to give him a minute to cue everything up. With that being said, OG, just what's your final thoughts on the stadium, any of this other type of stuff, man, before we get into the clip real quick, man? Oh, you got the clip ready? Your mic is muted. Like you got it ready.
I would give it a minute to upload.
I can't hear you, G.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear me. I can hear Mari can hear me. Can you hear me now, OG? Hey, Alan, come in and come back out. I'm talking to OG. Come in and come back out, OG. Your shit might be your phone.
Yeah,
you good now?
I'm gonna come out. Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, just come in. Come back. Yeah. Give it a minute, man.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on something real quick.
Go ahead, Mari. Floor yours.
I want to tap in on what OG said and what my man Paul said. First of all, to piggyback off what Paul said, that is one growth that I want to see Caleb Williams make as a player, as a quarterback, as a guy that, it's one thing to say you want to be the best, you know what I'm saying? And last year he put on the field that he's capable of being the best. But what the best quarterbacks do that beyond anybody else is that I'm going to dictate the game to the defense. The defense isn't going to dictate the game to me. I want to see Caleb Williams take that next step in leadership as far as training camp films and stuff like that. I need to see him excuse my language, I need him getting see him getting in some people's ass and be like, hey, no. That same Caleb Williams I seen that Green Bay Packers game and said, catch the fucking ball,
do your
all that. I need to see that from day one. I need to hear that from here on out. I want my quarterback to where, you know what I'm saying, no matter what the defense got schemed up, because you see with guys like Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen is one of those, you know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow, that no matter what, I'm going to make this throw. I'm going to stand in the pocket. I'm going to make this check at the line. I don't like this play. I know that Ben Johnson is, you know what I'm saying, offensive guru, but hey, I'm a quarterback guru. I'm the guru on the field. I'm the coach on the field. I don't like this play call. I'm going to flip it, change it to something else, and then that's a 15-yard gain. I need to see Caleb Williams out there being the man. It's one thing to want to be the man. It's one thing to strive to be the man. He took strides last year to be the man. This year, I need you to be the man, the man, the myth, the legend, the ice man. I need you to hush all that bus talk, everything. I don't want, after this season, I need Caleb Williams to be the guy that's like, hey, I was number 1 overall pick. Everybody for sure, like, hey, he was number 1. It's the reason why he went number 1. There's no question. He's number 1. And last thing I'm saying with OG, you know, he's saying he was talking about language with putting Xavier Thomas in the backfield, man. I'm saying, man, that should change the pace back. Because Swift, he's fast, but he's swift. He's not fast. He's swift. It's literally in the name. But none guy, he run angry as hell. He run angry. I need Ben Johnson thinking.
You need Sonic. You need Sonic over here. You need the flag.
Yeah, you need the hedge.
Yeah, you need Sonic. You need
the hand the ball off to him. You know what I'm saying? Especially we got into so many funks last year.
He's gonna be different.
The running backs, you know what I'm saying? Like Swift got bottled up, and then another guy got bottled up. He'll like break up. We need a guy that's so goddamn fast that, hey man, it don't matter how you covered this, man. Shit, it
don't matter, right?
Fast as hell.
Fast as hell. Like Maxie last night against the Sixers. Like Maxie in the fourth quarter last night. Preacher was toast last night. Hey, look, he got out of 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Maxie showed him what speed was, but that's basketball talk. We'll get to that at a different time.
Hey, so, I just want him to throw a toss to him, and he beat somebody to the pylon. We have a guy that can beat somebody to the pylon. He's gonna beat you to the pylon. I don't give a damn who he is. He's gonna beat you to the pylon on defense. He's one of those type of guys.
We had that in a minute. I don't think we had that since Matt Forte.
Mari, though, with what you're saying, like, I hear you with Caleb, man. Putting this movie together after week 8, after that Ravens loss, where we lost to, who was it, Tyler Huntley? The backup for the Ravens?
Yeah.
And you try to force the ball to roam, and it got intercepted. It was real ugly, man. It was real ugly from a quarterback performance standpoint. And Monday morning, 7 a.m., I'm calling in ESPN 1000, bitching. I used the clip of me bitching on there in the movie I made. It's right after that. I was like, dude, listen, we blocked the field goal against Las Vegas. We got the Washington win with a field goal at the end. But flip-flop those two things, and you're not 4-2, you're 2-4. Like, there's certain things that the quarterback needs to do to step up his game. What's crazy is he had the most comebacks. Has any other, like, I know Tom Brady had the record before him, but he was also benched. He was benched in week 3, not due to injury, boys. Like,
no lead is safe for Caleb.
He let that fucking game slip away from him. Like, you can't do that as a quarterback. This starts week 1. You can't, and I hope that the switch that they flipped and all this, I hope it translates right away. I think
Caleb was not going to operate in the way that he needed to operate with everything around. Like, he has to take accountability.
It was new.
To be better, but I think Ben is going to have he's going to be insulated with what Ben is going to put around him. He's going to have roast beef, yams, mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Collard greens right here. He's going to have all that. So he's going to see an offense to where he's going to be so insulated. He's going to make less and less mistakes. And I just think that the more you put in players, you know, if you got a gadget guy, Ben's going to call a gadget play. It is what it is. He's not going to have the ability to, like, go off script as much people think going forward. He's not going to have the ability. Because even before the season ended, Ben said, I want him in more structure. So that let me know when he said he wanted Caleb in more structure, He's going to get some more guys to have Caleb doing what he wants and what he needs Caleb to do in structure. He's not going to be able to do it, bro. All the short passes is going to be there. All the runs he's supposed to do is going to be there. So going forward, he's going to be fine. We got a comment right now from Joe says, "Damn, y'all saying everything I be saying, bro. When we get up here on the podcast, it's different from TikTok. That's not even an invite. When I come up in here, this is invite only. When you get on that TikTok, that's people just coming in there. But this right here, this is what the OG come in here and cook. Murray come in here and cook. I come here and cook. Hopefully we see Paul down the road, Shy, CJ. So make sure you hit that follow button on YouTube, Joe, and then you can follow us on YouTube or if you're on Twitter or on the X, man. So that's with that being said, do we have the Jordan Vandenberg queued up to go so we can go and get up out of here, man? And
yeah, that's that band one, and the LaFleur Piss one. That's a goal. But yeah, play the band one if you want Vandenberg for sure.
Yeah, let's go Vandenberg, bro. That's the guy I want to talk about before we get up out of here.
The combine, and then you got some guys that maybe non-combine guys that do really good at pro day that pop up on your radar. Jordan was one of them.
From 4 on the pressure. Drones up the pocket, and it was stopped.
Double team. Let me get through that.
Down the field quickly a couple of times here.
Drones being flushed to his right.
I saw this. Look, no stop. No stop.
Got his name around the building. We were working together with the coaches. There's a level of excitement.
Salter to the air in trouble, and he gets smacked.
Legs moving.
That's the most important.
Yeah. Look. Stop, OG. Look at this.
It's a little laggy.
So he was a
He
player
supposed
that
to
we
be
identified that we
pancake.
didn't want to wait any longer. I don't think he would have lasted to us in the 7th. So
Triple team. Got it.
Tech's got to find some ways to keep them out of that area of the field. That's a 3-man rush.
I definitely say my explosiveness. You know, I feel like that's something I pride myself in, being able to be strong at point of attack, like with my broad jump and my vert. That's something I really take pride in. Every day I'm training, I'm trying to go as fast as I can.
we're a little bit more aggressive, went and got him. And you could tell the energy that came from the building, and especially our D-line coaches, they were fired up. So really excited how we finished this draft.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like you guys talk about it. I took up my time right there. So
it's all good, man. It's just cool to see OG and Mario, man. Even though he was in the 6th round, man, it's looking like he got everything I want in the defensive tackle: speed, athleticism. You know where to put his hands. You know where the shoulder pad level is always where it needs to be. His feet keep on moving. He has a high motor. He's a multi-sport athlete. I think he played baseball, rugby, basketball. I think he even played wide receiver. OG. So get him where we got him at. As much as I don't like what we kind of did of some of the draft, you know, as far as reaching, in my opinion, this made the shit up for me, man. I like this guy. He's mean, he's fast, he's physical. So we're gonna go around the beam one more time, and we're gonna get up out of here. OG, just what's your thoughts on Jordan Vandenberg, man? What have you seen on the tape? Because I know you've been watching him outside of us being on live right now. I know you've been peeping him. What have you seen his pros, and just give me a few of his cons if you know any of his cons. That's what give him a balance. Is that 104 people are here right now? Just give him a balance of his pros and his cons.
Well, I would say when at Georgia Tech, it looked like they were running a 3-4 at Georgia Tech. So he was lined up over the guard, shading the tackle a little bit, and that 3-4, that 5-tech role looked like he played. He did a lot of slanting, pinching, and things like that. So it was indirect of football. He wasn't like he was actually attacking the lineman chest to chest. He was doing a lot of stunts and things like that. The 3-4 very schematical scheme for defensive linemen. A lot of times they're doing more slanting and pinching because of the lack of that extra D lineman on the line. So now you got to cover space with the player. and then you have your outside linebackers that are sometime in coverage and sometimes they're going to try to get home. So in his case, he was more so playing an area on the field, trying to keep a lot of traffic off the linebackers. And it looked like he does a good job, and he knows how to cross the face of offensive linemen. We don't have a guy on our team.
Cross the face, yeah.
Fucking do that. Excuse my French. Grady Jarrett is fine, but he could cross the face of a lineman and disrupt plays. But other than that, we don't have a guy on the team that does that. And a clip like I just seen. He's always got his right arm under the face mask of the lineman. That means he's took up too much space of the offensive lineman. The offensive lineman is playing catch up because he has no vision for one, because the face has been crossed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now he's in straight retreat, not retreat, but he's in catch-up mode the whole time, and he's just trying to do his best to keep the lineman out the backfield. So the guy has a good snap, like a good jump off the snap, which he has a good synchronized motion when the ball is snapped. Everybody gets off the ball at one time. It's plenty of times I've watched our D-line, 1-2 guys, they still in their stance, and our defensive end's already upfield. I used to hate watching that shit. I'm tired of saying the name, and I'm not going to do that today. But I want to find a defensive lineman on our team that can get off the snap the same time as defensive ends. Grady Jarrett,
there's a spot. There's a spot on special teams for that guy. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, definitely. But that type of stuff, man, I can't see that no more. We got to do better, man. We got to get guys like this young man right here that get off the football with a purpose. I'm tired of seeing guys making love on the defensive line. I can't take it anymore.
Slow dancing, two-stepping, Chicago two-stepping.
Fuck that. I want guys who get off the football and get upfield. That their job is to get the football. I want those defensive line and keep my linebackers clean. That's what I want.
Hell yeah. So we got one more clip, man. Unless Maury want to speak on Vandenberg real quick, we can go to the next clip, Maury. Then we're going to get up out of here.
Man, all I'm going to say is this. On the offense, we call Colston Loveland third and Colston. I think we're going to call this third and Vandenberg, man. I want to
third
see
and Vandenberg.
I feel like the best way to utilize him early on is I don't want him necessarily on like rushing downs and stuff like that. He's a rookie. I don't need you to be that disciplined. But third and long, second and longs, put him out there, put him out there against anybody's guard. Just go be disruptive, man. That's it. And then on special teams, go out there, block a punt if you can. Put some pressure on the punter. Put some pressure on the long snapper. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
it.
I do think there's a chance. I said this before. OG Allen, I know, guy. You know, y'all remember? There's a chance by week 18, he's our starting 3-tech. I think there's a very strong chance.
Hey.
Injuries. If he who shall not be named is playing with enough kick ass in his system. You know what I'm saying? I think
we're gonna keep his name. He's nameless right now.
That guy.
All right, let's cue up the last clip, man, and we're gonna get out of here. Get our final thoughts, and we'll get up out of here. What you got? He has hold on. What you got?
LaFleur's got to be fucking pissed.
No, look at his page.
It's tough, dog. But the Bears have been doing what the Bears have been doing, man. They've had those fourth quarter surges, and
My goodness, what a throw!
Go Packers! Yeah. Go Packers! You're gonna be fucking crying on the way home, dude.
some quarterbacks have the ability to just fucking flip that switch, and they get.
I love that. I told that fucking kid on the way in, man.
This is do or die.
Comes down to this.
Caleb Williams came up fucking huge. Gave us some highlights that we'll remember forever.
Touchdown! What? Are you kidding me?
Mama, there goes that.
Mama, there goes that.
There you go.
Shout out to Paul Bearski Film for coming on today, blessing us with the clips and audio, man. And he also can cook too. He knows ball, man. So we appreciate you coming in, Paul, man. Bearski Films, man. If you have not seen that stuff on TikTok or YouTube, you're not a Bear fan, bro. You really not. The man's doing his thing, and it's all good. The sounds is great, the visuals, clips, everything is on point, man. You are a professional at what you do, and we appreciate you blessing the panel and coming on today, man. I know you want to come on, and you said I sent you the link. I know what to do. We don't bring nobody on this podcast, bro, that can't cook. Whether it's visual, whether it's a clip, whether it's OG with his football acumen, whether it's Maury with his IQ, my producer, my cooking. We want all chefs, man. I could be an executive chef. OG could be executive chef, or we could be the sous chefs. It don't matter. We all interchangeable up here, bro. We all gonna cook and give people the best show we can. So with that being said, Paul, man, give us your final thoughts, bro. And tell the people
I'm just
what
a
they
dude
can
that fucking drinks cheap beer and fucking. I just happen to bleed blue and fucking orange like the rest of us, right? So that's just what it is, man. Yeah, I'm thrilled that people like my content. I've been trying to just get better and better. I've always been an artist. I've been a musician my whole life. So I make all the music. That's where it all starts. Like it's all with the music for me. But it's kind of cool that a lot of my hobbies got to intermingle and pour out this product. That's my channel, and that people love it. So, like I said, I just released an 1.5 hour long cinematic movie.
That's work,
I had like 6 or 7 podcasters. I harassed a lot more. A lot of people didn't get back.
And see, that's where all of us come in. See, I'm a grinder. Anybody know G? Look, I'm gonna get up early in the morning. I'm gonna do shit, bro. I'm not a grinder. I get up every day. I do something. I'm gonna figure out something. Alan's a grinder. Maury's a grinder. You a grinder. So when that all comes together, bro, all come together. Can't none stop this shit. Can't none stop the movement.
I'm gonna pull something from this, make a short out of it. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. Like for sure, the grind is what.
Yeah, so grinders, all the grinders unite, man. This is what we do.
Leave blue and orange, man. Hell
yeah, we all the grinders, man. So Maury, man, give us your final thoughts on anything you got, man, going forward.
Yeah, saying it time and time again. This upcoming season, for the rest of his Bears career, we go as far as the Iceman taking. Man, the Iceman cometh. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Faith in this group, man. This is a very special group. I haven't felt this way in a very long time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're going to make a lot of noise. I feel like last year we were unexpectedly good. I feel like this year is going to be a little bit boring for us because I think we're going to be for sure good. I feel like we got one of the better rosters in the NFL. We don't have many holes, man. I know everybody's like is worried about an edge rusher. Again, RELAX, relax. I think we got the guys, man. I think we got the group this time, man. I think we're gonna make some noise. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, man. I'm gonna stop now, man, because I'm getting fired up right now. It ain't even August.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost twice to the Lions, boys. We lost twice to the Lions.
Yeah, we haven't beat them since 2023. So
let's change that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's change that. I wanted them week 1, but if we get Seattle, I want the smoke either way. But go ahead, LG.
Yes.
Close us out, OG.
Well, I tell you what, man, it's been a great show, man. Man, but you know the thing I wanted to say too, man, to add to our that defensive line room is gonna be a work in progress. But you heard being mentioned, we got Coach Moore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think we're gonna bring anybody in because we invested too many things. This is second round. Draft picks on that D line on multiple years. We've got Deo invested, even though he might not play after the 8th, 9th week in the season. We got Swift is making $20 million. Garrett making about 15. So we got a lot of money in that D line. It's just they're gonna have to figure it out. You know, I don't think it's gonna be no person on the street that's gonna save us. So I feel like Dennis Allen's gonna have to draw up a lot of pressures from that linebacker position. And that's why I think Keyshawn Elliott is going to be a sneaky player because he's going to play a lot of down lineman position. He had 7 sacks as a middle linebacker. That's high as hell, man, for a middle linebacker to have sacks like that. So that tells me that he's going to have a role from Dennis Allen. He's going to be doing a lot of blitz and a lot of chaos. So you guys stay ready, man, because Dennis Allen might tap one of you guys on the back, man, and say, get in there, man. I'm sending the blitz. You know, that's just how Dennis Allen get down, man. So, hey, every fan, children, be ready, man. Be ready. Get your helmet on, man. Be ready in the stand, man. I just feel like Dennis Allen's going to have to cook it up from everywhere. That's all.
Man, well said, man. Look, I'm G Walker, the CNG Podcast. That's OG Allen from the CNG Podcast. That's Maury from the CNG Podcast. That's Paul from Bear Ski Film. If you have not followed him on X or YouTube, please follow him, man. We will be back. We got rookie minicamp going on. Already got everything queued up for that too. So I've been working on that. So that's gonna probably be the 8th. I don't know what you're doing that morning, OG. You know, if I gotta wait to do the show with you, we can wait. But if you off on the 8th or whatever, we can do it early. But if not, we'll just do it later in the day. But with that being said, Bear Ski Film, I'll be talking to you after we get out of here. Marvel, you know we in the chat. OG, stay on here, and I'm gonna holler at you real quick, and then everybody else I'll holler at you. So OG just hang out. Bear down. Peace. We'll see y'all later, man.